Welcome to the news and welcome to this video. We've got some exciting news for you guys. The R3 has just been announced by Canon.co.uk. Some exciting and interesting news, and I've got the information hot off the press for you guys. So the new camera is going to be called the EOS R3. The first EOS to feature an entirely new stack BSI CMOS sensor designed and manufactured by Canon and combined with the power of the DIGIC X imaging processor. So that sounds really nice. Imagine a whole new dimension of high-speed photography and filmmaking. Shoot 30 frames per second. Wow, that's fantastic. It's even better than the R6 and the R5, you know. So the body looks like an R1 in terms of its design, so that it's quite unusual, this particular R3, because there was a film-based camera called the EOS R3, so it may be based on that. So we'll be able to shoot 30 frames per second with full autofocus and AE tracking with minimal image distortion when using the electronic shutter. So a lot of people have criticised the R6 and the R5 because of rolling shutter on the electronic shutter. However, it seems that Canon has listened to everyone and addressed that distortion issue, and with this R3 it will be rectified, so that's fantastic. The EOS R3 focusing has been elevated to another level and is able to accurately track focus on faster moving action. Whoa, that's nice, cool. Next generation dual pixel CMOS AF2, so they've improved the video autofocus capabilities and can reliably track the eyes and heads of subjects at up to 30 frames per second. Wow. And you know, for sports shooters, wildlife shooters, this is going to be great. Canon is excited to add a new subject to the autofocus tracking in the EOS R3. Introducing a new generation of photographers to Canon's ultra groundbreaking eye control autofocus system. The autofocus control system has been engineered from the ground up for the 21st century. Imagine the ability to simply select and move the autofocus point with the look of an eye using the EOS R3 viewfinder. Actually, I can imagine that because back in the day I had a Canon EOS 5. Now I could actually literally select some of the autofocus points just by looking at it, and it would focus on the subject. Now Canon went away from this a long time ago, so this isn't actually new technology. It already exists. It's just not been employed in the digital world by Canon, but it was used in the film world. So they are actually re-employing an old technology that hasn't been used. I don't believe any of the competitors have anything like this or have had anything like this in the past. So Canon are basically bringing back some old technology that I was a big fan of, because I did own the EOS 5 film-based photography camera, and it did have that capability. So that is fantastic. The ability to simply select and move the autofocus point with the look of an eye using the EOS R's viewfinder. Canon's eye control autofocus offers unparalleled control over autofocus. The EOS R3's EOS 1D series inspired body allows for ultra intuitive control in the most demanding professional situations. So I'm really happy they've brought this technology back, because I found it a very useful tool when I was taking pictures when I was at college. Back in 1998 I had a EOS 5, and I loved that capability with that camera. With the EOS 1D series level dust and drip proof performance, the EOS R3 offers professional levels of weather resistance, stand up to adverse weather conditions and professional photographers regularly face. Better still, it has the integrated grip that the EOS 1D series users love and trust, but with a reduced overall camera size, significantly lower weight versus the EOS 1D series. So it's going to be it's going to be like the a 1D body, but it's just going to be a smaller version, a micro 1D version of the 1DX or something like that. So it's going to be fantastic. The EOS R3 is fully compatible with the newly announced mobile file transfer smartphone app, providing a new way to transmit images whilst on the move. So clearly they've decided to create a new app on mobile phones, so you can back up your images simultaneously on your mobile phone a lot quicker than the existing app, and that should increase your workflow tremendously. So what do I think about this new camera in terms of price? What do I think the price would be? It's going to be better than the 5D, this camera, and it's probably going to fit between the 1R, which is probably going to be around £5,500. So I suspect it'll be around the £5,000 mark. So it's not going to be a cheap camera, but that 30 frames per second for sports and wildlife shooters is going to be insane. And if I was to guess at what sort of sensor they'll put, I would have thought it could be anything really at the moment. We just don't know. Canon haven't announced it. They could go for the 30 megapixels, or they could decide that they want to go a little bit higher than the 5D and maybe make it 65 megapixels, not quite as high as the R1 that is rumoured to have 85 megapixels. So I think it's going to be a great camera, and I think anyone will be really interested in this, and hopefully there'll be some new news coming out. But what I'll do is I'll play you the trailer that Canon's just released. But yeah, this is fantastic news. Hope you enjoy this video news that I brought to you, and I hope to see you in another video. See you. Bye bye.